This flip lesson will be looking at the Earth structure and atmosphere. The main learning objectives will be to describe the structure of the Earth and to explain the composition of the atmosphere. Let's begin by looking at the layers of the Earth. Take a moment now to draw a similar Earth structure like in the picture. The centre of the Earth is made up of the inner and the outer core. This is the thickest layer of the Earth, which we think is made up of two elements, iron and nickel. Surrounding the core is the mantle, the next layer. Finally on top will be the crust. The final component to the Earth will be the atmosphere. Take a moment now to label your drawing with the layers of the Earth. Now label your diagram with the following annotations. So the Earth is almost spherical in shape, and as you can see, it has a layered structure. The part we live on, the crust, is very thin and can vary between 5 kilometres and 50 kilometres in depth. As you know, the crust is surrounded by the atmosphere. At the centre of our Earth is our core, which is made up of two components, the inner core and the outer core, which combine to make the thickest layer of the Earth. Surrounding our core is our mantle. The mantle is around 2,900 kilometres thick and has all of the properties of a solid, except that it can flow very slowly in convection currents. These convection currents are caused by the large amounts of heat that is produced by radioactive decay in the core below. Take a moment now to annotate your diagram. The Earth's crust, oceans and atmosphere are the ultimate source of minerals and resources. We can get everything that we need from them. Metals such as gold and silver can be mined from the Earth's crust. We can get salt from the Earth's oceans, and we can extract gases such as oxygen and nitrogen from our atmosphere. Take a moment now to list as many different other resources that we can obtain from either the crust, the oceans, or the atmosphere of our planet. Let's now look at what's actually in the Earth's crust. The pie chart on the left-hand side shows the most common elements found within the Earth's crust. An important point to make is that this is by mass. Surprisingly, oxygen is the most abundant at 46.4%. As you can see, as the pie chart goes along, the decreasing percentages of the next most common elements. Some of you may notice the percentages do not add up to 100% exactly, and this is due to rounding. Your task now is to make a note of the 6 most common elements and their percentages to bring to the next lesson. The next key question we need to ask ourselves is, what is the atmosphere? So the atmosphere is a mixture of gases that surrounds our Earth. The part of the atmosphere that is closest to the Earth is known as the troposphere. This extends upwards to about 10 kilometres above the surface of the Earth. The troposphere is mainly a mixture of two elements, oxygen and also nitrogen. There are also smaller amounts of other substances, including argon and also carbon dioxide. Your task now is to go away and to research the actual percentages of each of these gases, including argon, carbon dioxide, oxygen and nitrogen. And have this ready for our next lesson.